About 90% of all computers bought and sold in the world take the form as a Windows Personal Computer, also known as PC. The remainder come from a corporation called Apple, which produced Macintosh interface computers. So a lot of people say that PCs are junk. They believe what they heard from a friend, the internet, TV, or just any outside source, and not find out for themselves. I'm here to prove to you that PCs are what Apple makes them out to be. In my my persuasive essay, I will show you that PCs have moved on from their previous mistakes. PC hardware components are better due to the variety, and also the assortment of accessories and software that go with your PC are superior to the Mac. Death of Mac versus PC advertisements due to evolution of Windows operating system. I'm sure that everyone has seen the Mac versus PC commercials, where the Mac ridicules PC for creating what appeared to be a domino effect of problems for their Windows Vista customers. But shortly after the public release of Windows 7, the commercials came to an end, and everything started to look up for PC consumers. You will see that Windows 7 is now the gold standard for mostly all PCs by beating their previous used operation system. Unlike Apple's operation system, Snow Leopard, Windows 7 offers you a choice. In contrast, Apple offers you their only upgrade and doesn't give you any alternate options. As stated in the book PC for Dummies by Dan Glueckman, there are more than 6 different styles of Windows 7 that you can choose from. Currently, only 3 are being offered to the retail stores, which are Home Premium, Professional, and the Ultimate Edition. These editions of Windows 7 have been designed and marketed specifically towards different people with different needs. Each style are intended for a specific demographic group. I would like to believe that Windows has evolved from Windows 7 operation system into a masterpiece. From what I've read on consumer and critic articles, and from my own personal use, the, the improvements from Windows Vista to 7 are impressive. Windows 7 has a lot new striking changes such as Windows Snap, which is a function that reorganizes Windows by a click of a button, a new improved taskbar, an icon preview display, an easily usable time machine, which is Windows backup system, and also multiple other personalization settings customizable to the system of your specific use. I found all this information on Windows 7 for Dummies by Andy Rathbone. Yes, it is true. Out of the box, Macs are more virus protected than PC, but as Ed Tittle stated, Macs are protected initially better, but doesn't mean that you can't get the exact same level of protection as a Mac. On the internet, there are tons of free antivirus software programs such as AVG, Norton, Kaspersky, and my personal favorite, Windows Defense, made by Microsoft themselves. These programs all offer the same reliability that Mac's defense system has to offer. A lot of people think that Macs are incapable of getting viruses. In the article AVG, Macs Susceptible to Viruses Too, it is clearly stated that most computer users believe that owning a Mac means that you'll be immune to malicious viruses found on the internet. And from what I've read on the article Macs Susceptible to Viruses by Paul Lilly, hackers spend a vast majority of their time making trouble for the vast majority of the computer users. So this is PC instead of Macs. So as he states, eventually hackers will start targeting other computer systems. This might be Macs, but it also might be a new emerging company. But as stated in the article, nobody can be saved from the viruses forever. Even though Macs and PCs differ so much in the operation system, they still have the exact same necessary computer components called hardware. I believe the difference between Mac and PC is the perspective of hardware is that PC has more of a choice. As stated in the article Windows 7 vs. Mac Snow Leopard: The Great Debate, it clearly states that PC has more of a selection to choose from than Mac. In the PC world, you'll never find yourself unable to locate what you need. You'll always find the size what could be teeny tiny to extra large, and you can buy a PC in pink, transparent, or design it however you'd like. It can be as durable as you choose, either plastic or metal, or maybe even different material. Mac, on the other hand, has 9 basic variations, which all have a mirrored resemblance from each other. Critics say, Critics say that in the past Macs were hands down the winner of overall design. PC critics are now saying that PC is clearly the winner due to price range, design, size, and a lot of other special technologies such as Blu-ray disc players and mobile broadband. Basically, with PCs, the sky's the limit. I like to have options when I go shopping. I like to compare prices from one competitor to another. PCs offer a ton of options when looking for either the whole computer or as an individual hardware piece themselves. I was recently looking for additional RAM for my computer and found a reliable company on Newegg.com offering 8 gigabytes of RAM, costing me $400, which for a Mac it would be $519 for the exact same kit. Which with these two items, you have the exact same company, the exact same reliability, the exact same components. So where does this extra money go to in the Mac? I think that I proved my point. In the end, you will always find that Mac components will be more expensive than PC. Which I found all this information off Lance Bulnoff's article, Windows 7 vs. Mac Snow Leopard: The Great Debate. This brings me to my next point. You probably know this already, but nothing in life is 100% perfect. As stated by Dan Gookland in PC for Dummies, no manufacturer can ship defect-free systems. A lot of Mac users think that their products are flawless upon receiving it from the retailer. Earlier this year, Mac Corporation started getting complaints about their iMac monitors having defects. These monitors had flickering video and cracked glass. Also, a lot of them had a yellowish area appearing around the screens, which usually resulted in a vertical and horizontal yellow lines across the screen. To me, this doesn't sound like very flawless, and it clearly states there are a couple bad apples in the bunch. As stated by Lance Bulnoff, when it comes to buying a computer, nothing can beat the prices or technical support that PC offers. When you first buy your computer from your big name corporations, Dell, HP, Acer, Sony, and many others, you'll be offered a 1-year service and parts warranty, which would come with technical support when you buy your new PC. When you buy a Mac, on the other hand, you'll get the exact same warranty, but the technical support stops after 90 days. This is unless you want to buy an additional $150 to $350 warranty depending on the model. So if you're not very tech savvy, then it might be helpful to go with the PC to get your extra support for free. I would like to think that computers are like the sun. Your elbow is connected to the phone. So when it comes to computers to hardware, or connections to hardware, on computers, it fits better than your software and accessories. If you want additional software or accessories to make your life easier and also more enjoyable, then I think PC would be the way to go. In the world, you'll find a lot more companies that distribute accessories for PC than for Mac products. So this gives you more of a selection to choose from. And the The wide distribution prohibits a large user base to operate the system. And since there are more suppliers for PC accessories, this makes the product cheaper and the Mac products more expensive. The more suppliers means the more competition in the market. This competition creates more flexibility within the price since the competitors want you to buy their product. I've shown you multiple reasons for why PCs are better than Macs. As I previously stated, PCs have moved on from their previous mistakes. PC hardware components ideally are better since they have more companies to choose from, and the variety of accessories and softwares to go with your PC are virtually endless. After all I can say is you see why over 90% of the world computer users themselves are PC users. I'm not saying that the Macs aren't a good computer, but I am saying that you shouldn't be roped into their advertisements, and you should take the time to research both systems and see what works for you. You might be surprised by how much the PC has to offer. Now I'll show you my audio.